I remember when I got started learning more about personal finances when I graduated college and I had $83,000 in student debt. I started learning more about personal finances because not only did I want to pay off my debt off quickly, but I also wanted to figure out, one, how to never be in this situation ever again, but also really understand how can I make my money work for me and ultimately live a life that I loved. However, when I started researching about personal finance, it was just too much information out there. Investing in real estate and retirement planning, 401ks, Forex options, I was overwhelmed. I just wanted to start the basics. I just wanted the very simple things that I needed to do to really jumpstart my personal finance journey. I wanted to know what was the foundation, what were some easy things that I can do to just, get into it. Like, I wasn't ready to invest in the stock market. I barely had an emergency savings fund. So I really wanted some quick and easy things that I can do to really jump into my personal finance journey and really start the foundation of my personal finances. If you can build your foundation, really kickstart your personal finance journey, the more you learn about personal finances, you can kind of add to that and make it a bit better over time. And eventually you're going to be like, are those my finances? Okay, I see you. So for all of the people out there who are ready to start their personal finance journey and they want some motivation, they want to really do some quick and easy things that they can do to kind of jumpstart their journey, definitely stick around. In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 easy things that you can do to really jumpstart your personal finance journey. And these 5 things are practical, tangible, and they really make a difference in your finances. So my name is Sabrina Rainique, and on this channel, we live a life that we love while planning for the life that we want, all through personal finance, travel, and lifestyle. So if you like videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And did I say like? You should definitely like. All right, let's get into the video. The first thing that you can do to really kickstart your personal finance journey is to pay yourself first. So paying yourself first really ensures that your future self is going to be well taken care of. We don't know what's gonna happen 5, 10, 20, 30, however many years from now. So that's why it's so important to plan now and plan to save money for your future self while we have the means to do so. So some people look at paying their self first as a bill where they're like, I have to do this. There is no negotiation. I have to pay myself first every single pay period. Or if you're anything like me, I like to think of it as self-care. Whenever I put money away for my future self, I'm like, yes, I am taking care of 20 years from now, Brina. And it's important to note, this does not have to be a lot of money. So it can be $50 or $5 every pay period. Doesn't really matter. What's really important is that you do it consistently. So there's no negotiation with yourself. You make sure that you pay yourself first before you pay anything else. And this is the most important thing that you can do to really kickstart your personal finance journey. So if you continue to pay yourself first consistently over time, I guarantee you, before you even know it, your savings is going to really increase. Not only that, I think it's a great habit to really start paying yourself first and managing a smaller amount of money. That way, when you need to pay yourself and manage a larger amount of money, you'll be all set. So that leads me into my next point for easy things that you can do to kickstart your personal finance journey, and that is to open a high yield savings account. So when you are paying yourself first, when you are putting that money into a savings account, you cannot put it into just any old regular checkings account. We are not putting our money into just a regular Chase savings account or a regular like Wells Fargo savings account. No. If you're holding your money in just a savings account, you should really consider putting your money into a high yield savings account. So I love high yield savings accounts because they are just regular bank accounts. However, they are online, so they don't have the need to spend money on physical buildings or tellers or anything like that, so they're able to pass the savings on to us as the customer. So as a result of that, we get higher returns on our savings just for sitting in the account. So with a high yield savings account, you could get maybe 1% or 3% back on your savings and you didn't do anything at all. So for you not doing anything extra, just kind of putting your money into a savings account, it's great to see that your money will grow from 1 to 3% passively. However, with a traditional savings account like Chase, you can expect to get about 0.01% return on your savings, which is nothing at all. And not only that, but your money is going to actually lose value over time due to inflation. Your money loses half of its value about every 20 years, and that's exactly what's happening to your money when you leave it in a traditional bank account. Essentially, $1,000 today is only worth $500 20 years from now. I know 20 years from now, Brina is going to be a little salty if present Brina only gave me half of what I was supposed to have. Next is to check your bank account daily. I know you may not want to do it, but you gotta do it. It keeps you accountable. It alerts you if there are any fees or fraud, and you know I don't do fees. And frankly, if you really want to take control of your finances, if you want to kickstart your personal finance journey, you have to understand where you stand financially to really make long-lasting changes. So next is to change the date that your bills or your credit card payments are due. I think a lot of people get paid bi-weekly, but depending on when you start a service or when you get a credit card, those payments can actually be due in a time of the month that is all out of sync from when you get paid. So let's say, for example, all of your bills are due on the 1st, but let's say you don't get paid until the 5th and the 22nd of the month. So it's going to be really hard to pay all of those bills because they're front loaded at the beginning of the month when you don't get paid until later on in the month. So it can really put you in a compromising situation because it's not like you don't got it, it just didn't hit your account yet. So one thing that you can do is you can change the date that your payments are due for your credit cards or for any bills that you have so that they better align with when you're actually getting income in and when you're actually getting paid. So you can do that by calling these companies directly, just asking them to change the date that your bills are due, or a lot of times, especially with credit cards, you can go right into the application and you can just change the due date of your payment. Lastly, we have visualize your financial goals. I'm talking make a Pinterest, make a vision board, write it down in your notebook, do whatever you have to do so that you can clearly see and visualize what you want to achieve financially. I know for me, really being able to see my goals and not just have them in my head, it makes them a bit more tangible. So for example, you may say, I want to save 6 months worth of savings by January 2021. If that's your goal and you're able to see it, you know that it's something that you want to achieve. From there, you know that you can look at your goal and start to work backwards and really figure out what is it that you need to do every single month or every single week in order to reach that goal. So really breaking that larger goal down into smaller chunks. Big goals, including big financial goals, are not achieved in like one big kind of thing. A lot of times it's just the little actions that we take every single day. So visualizing and writing down your financial goals is really going to help you to stay on track, to stay accountable, and to keep you motivated. So I actually have a bonus one. Whenever I'm trying to achieve a new goal or whenever I'm trying to learn more about something, I give myself a tangible goal to reach in order to make that thing come to fruition. So my next one is just to dedicate 1 hour every single month to learning more about personal finances. Now, I really want to say 1 hour a week, but you know, that might be doing too much. But just choose one topic that you're interested in. So that could be investing, retirement, financial independence, debt payoff, traveling for free, whatever the case is. Just be really consistent with making sure that you take 1 hour every single month to learn all you can about that subject. I guarantee you, the more that you learn, the more interested you're going to get in this stuff and the more you can really apply it to your own personal finances. And then what happens is you start building your foundation and then you just build on top of it by making your plan a little bit better every time. I guarantee you, your finances are going to be popping if you just dedicate 1 hour every single month and be consistent about it. Also, do not feel the need to implement every single thing. You don't have to do that. Just 1 hour a week. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know which tip you liked most or which tip you plan on implementing. If you are on your personal finance journey and there are some tips that really helped you to get motivated and start your personal finance journey, please let me know in the comments below. I am challenging you all to implement one thing that I mentioned so that you can kickstart your personal finance journey and really whip your finances into shape. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next week.